WFM 91.7.
Good morning and welcome to Political Arena on Women Radio 91.7. My name is Somto Titilayo Ajama. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. And today we are discussing Roadmap to 2023, leveraging the media for women's political participation. Roadmap to 2023, leveraging the media for women's political participation. Political Arena on Women Radio is where we discuss politicking in Nigeria. And today we are speaking with Joyce Daniels, chairmanship aspirant, ESAN local government area in Edo State. Hello, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Thank you again for spending time with us today. So, first thing, congratulations on your aspiration for the chairmanship of a central local government area in Edo State. So, how does that feel? How does it make you feel?
Well, I feel fulfilled doing what I want to do, what I love to do, what I believe I'm made for and built for. So, it's worth the journey, it's worth the time. So I feel good. Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, so I'm curious, and for this one, I need to know what prompted you to delve into politics in the very first place. You know, it's a male-dominated space, so a lot of women are finding their way into politics, and that's what we want. That's the end goal. At the end of the day, that's the goal, and we're excited to see more and more women continue representing other women and women in the electorate, so to speak. But what prompted you to delve into politics and actually aspire for this particular position we're talking about right now?
So, first of all, I've served as a master of 10 years very successfully. And people kept saying to me, it's a male-dominated area. My gender never affected my work. I loved my work. My clients, I never lost work, but I was a woman. I never got sidelined because I was a woman. So, first of all, I have not had the mentality of, it's men, it's women. It's just follow your heart, follow your dream. So I carried the same attitude and mentality with me to politics. I didn't ask, are there men, are there women? Do you work for men or women? I asked, what will it take to work, to stop? Because there are so many men in politics. I didn't make it. So I didn't think that the barriers in politics are gender sensitive. They are human sensitive. So I didn't come in with the mindset of, well, she did, however, I want to mention that instead come in with some level of hope for affirmative action because I'm a woman, because we are underrepresented. So you see, I'm trying to strike the balance here.
Absolutely.
For the problems, I didn't see that they would be only gender sensitive. For solutions with affirmative action, it could help. Why did I come into politics? We need more trustworthy people with courage, confidence, competence in the space of governance. And why not, if I have these qualities? We need people who are rugged, who are ready to be accountable and transparent in dealing. I believe I have these qualities, so why not? That's why I came into politics. Simple as that.
You see, I appreciate you saying that, honestly speaking, because to a large extent, this is literally what we need. People who are accountable, transparent, and are actually willing to play the long game and go the long road when it comes to representing the interests of Nigerians. So, you know, in your quest to become the chairman in ESAN local government, which, if you ask me, is actually a really big one, and to a large extent, the people of this particular local government area will be blessed if you actually get it. And the reason I'm saying that is because you have the values that people are seeking. You've said that the reason you chose to go into politics in the first place is because you looked at yourself and you said, I possess these qualities, and so I'm the right person to go into this. So, but looking at yourself and stating that, were you also able to look at the people and identify some of the challenges that they are experiencing and what exactly you're willing to do to change that for them?
Yes, I did. So one of the first things I did was to engage an organization that helped me with data gathering. Yes, we did one-on-one talks. I did one-on-one discussions or had one-on-one discussions with people within my constituency, my local government, but I had people who are professionals at gathering data. So we found out what the biggest challenges are, what the people in the local government seek, and we had the top 5 amongst about 14. The top 5 being electricity, water, drinking water, 700 meters of a house or your home, then roads and others. So it may confirm within you, but it also gave me insight. I may not have had water projects as my first port of call in trying to serve the people. I might have been thinking of something for agriculture. But guess what? The people themselves don't seem to think they need any support with farming as the top 5 needs. So you see, there's no needs assessment. We need needs, but they might be misplaced, unappreciated, and they may not bring about the solutions that we seek. So, in conversation with people, organizations, already before I even get into the primaries, I'm asking questions of how can we get off-grid power, better off-grid power around areas of business, and then of course in living areas, homes. Because electricity is the number 1 challenge of the people in my local government. Then of course I'm also talking to people about water. Yes, water plants that can be sustained, those that will need to work with electricity, but especially those that will work without electricity in case we're not able to provide the entire electricity need in the short time that we'll be in office. So how can we help? How can we get to some better place? So amongst the others, yes, we've done that, needs assessment, and of course we are already thinking of and discussing different ways that we can bring solutions.
Sounds good. That sounds good. That sounds like the needs of the ESAN people are definitely being taken into large consideration, and I appreciate you for that. Thank you very much. It's 20 minutes to 12 on Women Radio 91.7. This is still Political Arena, where we discuss politicking in Nigeria. My conversation today is with Joyce Daniels, Chairmanship Aspirant, ESAN Central Local Government Area, Edo State. Today we're talking about Roadmap to 2023. Leveraging the media for women's political participation. Leveraging the media for women's political participation. If you want to contribute, you want to ask Joyce questions, then please, by all means, call in to 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. Also, make sure to send in your text messages or WhatsApp messages to 0703 175 6537. 0703-175-6537. All right, over to you, Joyce. We're talking about leveraging the media. So I'd like to ask how that has worked for you so far. How have you been able to leverage the media in your campaigns, activities, or activism, so to speak, and political participation so far? How have you been able to use that tool of the media?
First question I asked is, what do my people listen to? Where do my people get information from? How do they access information primarily? And so, 2 things I heard. Radio and WhatsApp.
No.
Radio and WhatsApp. In fact, it seems, actually, it was WhatsApp number 1 and radio number 2.
Oh,
they get more
that's an
information
interesting
from WhatsApp
choice
than from any other source. So, I found some media specialists who are lords in the WhatsApp business.
Okay.
And of course understand the terrain, they are local, they know they are in every WhatsApp group that all my people belong to, and I engage their services, their professional services. So they guided me, they taught me how to communicate with my people. This is what they like to hear. So this is how you can send what you want to say, but in that they will understand. So you're not speaking to yourself. So of course I started going home much, much more to interact, more to understand, so that we could use those tools, WhatsApp and the radio. And really it's been so helpful, so helpful. It spread like wildfire. People want to know more about me. Where's she coming from? Who is she? But I found that there are some people who were engaging newspapers, and even TV. A lot of my people in my local government will not see you on TV because many of them are not owners of TV sets. And even those who own TV sets have the power or the, what you call it, the bandwidth, the, what do you call them now? Internet, no, cable service, satellite service.
Okay.
See some of the trending conventional TV
channels.
stations. But
that's
on
right.
radio, they have some phones that they play, their radio's on, they're able to find the information on radio somehow. So I also have to find out which radio stations in my locality people listen to and all of that. And it's been very helpful.
So have you been able to grant interviews or have personal sessions with radio personalities just so that you can speak more about what you do and it can actually reach the people?
Yes, I have been so great, what's the word now? I have been graced, blessed, helped by a number of radio personalities and radio stations that have granted me the opportunity to air my desire, my plans, prospect. So yes, I have, and it's been really, really helpful. It's amazing how you see people a radio show and people from the local government are listening, and you're like, oh yeah, we heard you.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Interesting. You know, the choice of WhatsApp is one that I didn't see coming. When you were talking about the means for which your people can hear you and follow what you do, I actually did not think that WhatsApp was going to be anything that you would say. But when you said WhatsApp and radio, and then you explained that the reason they don't have televisions or the reasons you would prefer or you didn't choose to use televisions is because most of them do not actually have television sets. So that totally...
No, even those who have the television sets...
do not have the cable channels and all of that.
Exactly.
Interesting choice.
So guess
again.
what happens? Even when we go on TV interviews, we make sure we get the version that we can share on WhatsApp. That way,
that's
they get to see.
genius. That's genius. Well done, Joyce. Thank you very much once again.
you.
And in reference to leveraging the media, how did you get to this point, and what have you done so far that got you to this point in terms of leveraging the media, getting the word out there for what you do? And I'm even talking even before the aspiration to become chairman and all of that, just before then, in the course of your political career. And what advice do you have for women who want to leverage the media better in their political space?
Number one, in any space you belong to now, begin to interact with media. Begin to know who is who, where, what. Begin to get comfortable with interacting with media, with attending radio interviews, TV interviews, newspaper interviews. In any space that you belong to now, don't wait to be discovered. Go find the people. For example, this morning, I looked at a particular newspaper. I liked a particular feature there, and so I took the phone number. It's written right there at the top right corner of the paper, the name of the editor in charge of that space, that feature. So I took the number and I reached her. So don't wait to be discovered. You reach out and say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I am. Do you have any space for me to speak on this? I don't have money to pay. And because, yes, we must consider the cost. Sometimes they say, oh, it costs this, that, and the other. You might say, oh, no. Do you have any opportunities for free conversations? I've asked those questions. So that's number one. Find the opportunity, create the opportunity for yourself to interact with media. Number two, know that you're going to have a budget. You're going to spend some money, yes. But don't be afraid to ask for free, because you'll be shocked what you might find. When you ask some people, they say, okay, well, there's this show coming up next week. You might feature you. Please just don't say this or don't say that, so it's not like you're advertising this or that. If you say it this way, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean, right?
Absolutely.
That's number two. Number three would be, if you're venturing into politics, find out what platforms your people where they are engaged, so that you don't misfire, so that you don't expend energy that is not useful to you. You might spend a lot of time, energy on a platform that looks good to you and wonder why it's not converting. That may not be the platform where your people are. So those are 3 points that I would say. Of course, the other fourth point, which will cover all the three and wrap them up together nicely is at whatever you are doing now, be very good. Be the best. It makes it easier when you already are a great product. And then
most definitely. I like how you put that.
So much better. But if you're not very good at whatever it is you're doing and you come into this space, it's almost like you're trying to sell a bad product. Should we just give her because she's a woman? In a so? No, it will be, yes, she's a woman, but she's also very competent. She's also very good. And these are the things she's been able to do. So be very good at everything you do. And speak up. Don't be afraid to ask. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And as we round off, I talked about what you did getting to this point, because a lot of women, and you've given some of the strategies. So if you twist that around, I'm getting a fair idea of what you did as well, and you even gave an example as well. But some of these political aspirants have talked about how it is that the media does not represent them well. In features, in the news, either lack of proper representation or lack of representation in general, or the fact that they do not even represent, or let me change the word, they do not even reflect their activities. So everything, all the work they are putting in, it looks like the media is not recognizing and amplifying it so that the people can see what they do. So what would your response be to that?
Be intentional. Don't be reactive. Be proactive. The book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, number 1 rule is be proactive. If you do carry out any activity in your locality, whilst you are planning, plan media in. Don't expect the world to hear of what you did and tell the world about it. It doesn't really happen. Instead, find the media organizations that are relevant to your people and say, hey, come on, I'm having this program in my locality. I'm having this program. I want you to cover for me. I want you to take 1 or 2 clips. What is the cost? They give you a cost that might be too high. You say, okay. Supposing I do the video myself, the video that summarizes everything that happened at the event and give it to you. Oh, okay, then we can cut the cost. Then they might say, okay, you might as well give us the sound bites. You might as well write the report yourself. If you give us the report already written, it will save you this amount. But if we're going to come cover and write the report, so you see, you're negotiating for media to carry you with them. Don't have a sense of entitlement that just because you did one nice program and you're a woman, people will come to you. I think it's not really true. But then again, it's not about gender. It's life. So plan for it. Plan it into all your activities at the ground. Because, yes, in politics as well as business and, in fact, almost anything else, you want people to know what you're doing, well, in politics and business, to be precise. You want people to know what you're doing, because the more they know, the more they like you, the more they appreciate you, the more they're willing or likely to support you.
Yes.
So don't do wonderful things that nobody is hearing of. Plan media in. Follow it. Remember, I said, have a budget. See, a lot of people come into politics and wonder why politics is so expensive. When I ask, have you been in business before? Business is expensive. You need capital to do X, Y, Z. It's the same thing. You need capital in politics to do ABC. So start rallying around your family, your friends, your neighbors, your associates, even your enemies, to raise funds to carry through all the wonderful things that you desire. Have engagement with the community. See how you can empower people here and there, but be sure that the empowerment is in line with what people need, not just empowerment that won't, convert. And then carry the media along to speak. Yes, I know that I attended a media training sometime in January. Okay. And no, that was October last year, I beg your pardon. Okay. October, and a gentleman from the, what's that place called now? The Press Center, something Press Center, told us about the obligations of the media, how they are supposed to support us in blah, 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 blah. Now, that's idealistic. In the real world, even people in media don't know that there's that act. I'm trying to remember the name of that act right now. So, to anyone who's listening, who wants to run, don't be caught in the trap of keeping your head in the cloud. In the idealistic space, we want to get there. We're just not there yet. Act more realistically. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joyce. Thank you for all the tips. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. And thank you for joining us on Political Arena today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so grateful.
All right. Please enjoy the rest of your day. All right, Joyce Daniels, chairmanship aspirant, South Central Local Government Area, Edo State. And basically, to a large extent, it's very important that the media actually supports political participation of women. And it's not just about the media supporting, it's a two-way endeavor. So she has said it clearly, the media will support you, but you also need to be intentional about finding the ways that you want to be represented and seeking out the media to amplify the things that you do as a female political aspirant. Thank you very much again to Joyce for joining us on Political Arena, and thank you to my producer, Adenike Quadri. Next week at 11:30 a.m. on Wednesdays, another time on Political Arena. My name is Sumto Titilayo Ajama. Good afternoon.